because, bitch, I'm excited.
What up, fam bam?
How y'all doing today?
How y'all doing?
We're here again doing a mother trucking story time / our 1 month of being married / our life since marriage.
That's a lot of slashes. That's a lot of slashes.
Cross chop. Anyway.
Okay, so I did have a list, but I don't know where it's at, so we just gonna wing it at this point.
First of all, don't judge my haircut. I know you probably can't see it as much, but I got a haircut and it was $8 haircut at the Veterans Affairs Hospital. It was $8. And my dad was like, I'll get you a haircut. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I went and got a haircut and they gave me a little bald spot right here. And they didn't even cut off the top. I said, just give me a clean up with a nice little face.
She wasn't specific, so I don't know what you expect.
But the back looks nice.
It's a little poofy. But
All right.
it is what it is. Alright. So where do we start at this point?
We got married. You all saw everything that had happened.
If you didn't see, go back and watch those videos.
We did our marriage. We recorded that whole thing for you all. Why I said you all, like I'm not from Texas. We recorded that whole thing from y'all, for y'all. From y'all. Okay. And then
we had Pride.
Then we had Pride a few days later. We didn't want to put the video just yet because we wanted to really enjoy our weekend. And as you saw at our wedding,
there was only
about 3.5 people there.
Yeah, about 3.5. Half
because
Lily is a baby still. So
she only counts as, half the person because you're not a whole person yet.
Yeah. So we had a Pride. We were like already talking about it's on Dia, all that stuff. So we did that. And then
I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
Pride. Sorry. I was lost.
Look,
Pride.
we made this thing we found on Facebook. She found it on Facebook. It doesn't look very good right now because it got cold, but it's really good still. Look. You're supposed to put meat in the middle, but I put some meat on top because you know how I like my extra meat.
What the fuck you mean, bitch? I forgot what I was gonna say. Pride. Ooh. We had Pride. What the fuck?
Everything was lit. It was fun. The best weekend that we've had, pretty much.
Whatever. Been together, pretty much.
One of the best weekends that we've had.
Yeah. So we had a great weekend. We turned up, of course. And I mean, we just lived life. So we went back home that Sunday.
It was Sunday, yeah. And I stayed with her and her mom.
And so we were just chilling it, going ahead and started editing, try to get on that work, get that grind.
Yeah, and y'all don't know how much we freaking
research, like
research
hours. Oh my god.
Editing programs. We probably researched editing programs for days.
Before we had even had our wedding, all that,
everything.
And then we started trying them out on Sunday.
We did, because if you see the beginning of our video, she said, and my motherfucking name Robbins.
That's when we were starting to edit. Like, that's when we started to edit.
I recorded that as a joke, and it just, it kind of, went with it. Yeah.
It stuck.
So, yeah.
So that's why, like, we were just like, okay, well, let's put it in there. It was funny, and then, like, she started trying, like, the different types of voices and stuff. That's what it was like, congratulations. And during that point, she was saying, why you gotta yell, or whatever. But y'all ain't hear that? Because when I go back and watch it, you can't hear it.
My motherfucking name Robbins. And I was like,
why you gotta yell? We were editing and everything, and that Monday, we were gonna put out the video for the wedding.
We knew that putting out the wedding video was gonna be a bad thing, because I even brought up to her the fact that, okay, well, when your mom sees it, she's gonna be upset at the fact that we got married and all that shit. She's gonna kick us out. And she was like, why you always gotta resort to the bad thing? She's not gonna do that. And then what happened?
I underestimated her. So I told her ahead of time, I was like, okay, I don't want her to be the last one to know. I want at least, like, have that respect for her. Make sure that your parents know before you go out and
and not too much on me. Not too much on me.
But
I ain't told my mama. I did not tell my mother until she came up to me and asked me. But at the time, y'all might think that we're bad people for not inviting our mothers or certain other people. But the thing about it is, we didn't want negativity at our wedding. We didn't want people to come just with their one-track minded notions. Like, why are you only there to support one person because that's their wedding day? You need to be there to support the couple.
Everybody.
No matter how, no matter where you think the relationship is going to go, no matter what you think the ending is going to be, you need to be there to support that person. Like, oh, I love this person. Oh, I love this person. That's what we both say. And so the people who are there to support us need to be there to support us.
As one, as unity, rather than
just a single
individual. You're individuals. I did tell her before the video came out. So I told her, and then we pretty much told you guys. And then she was like, well, I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay, well, what you need to talk about? And then she was like, well, since you think you're grown now, you're gonna have to find a new place to live and all this other stuff. So pretty much she was kicking me out. Us out. Yeah. And then we were like, okay, well, I was like, well, maybe we should like hit up your mom. She was like, no, like, she already pissed off about me not telling her. Like, she was pissed off. She probably still pissed off, to be honest.
Yeah, but I know, like, deep down in my heart, she's gonna be pissed off for a while. Like, because if my child did something like that, I
probably wouldn't be pissed that long, though.
No, I would be pissed. Like, I raised you and stuff, but at the same time, I wouldn't raise my child to fear me as that. I wouldn't raise my child to think that I would be anything less than proud of them for choosing the person that they wanted to be with for the rest of their life. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, we were like, well, I mean, the best bet is your dad's. Like, that's the only other option, really, for us to live at. And that's where we currently live today. Like, we're just like, even though it's out of our way, it's out of everything that what we do.
And he eat all my crunchy peanut butter and apple juice.
God, it's not that serious.
He eat my crunchy peanut butter and apple juice.
Pros and cons to the situation.
But there's more pros than cons.
I mean, we have a place to live. We don't have to pay rent right now. Like, all this other stuff, because he knows that we're financially not able to, but we still are blessed to have food in that house, blessed in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I mean, we live here and we are pretty much like roommates. Like, we see him when we want to see him. Like, that's what it is. We go in and watch Star Trek, go back out, stay in our room. Like, that's what it is.
Why every time I get like embarrassed or something, I always try to push up my glasses? I think that's a coping mechanism.
A coping? For me, I think I do that too.
But you don't wear glasses like 20%.
No, I do though. I do it like even when I don't have my glasses on, I like push them up. Whenever I'm talking to somebody and be like, or like just in the car, I do that. Okay.
But I do that like even like in the video or something, like when I do something awkward, I gotta try to push up my glasses and I try to play it off like
I forgot they weren't on there. Shut up. We're weird, you guys.
How you go? Oh my god.
Yeah, I did it, and so what?
Oh my god. I put the whole chunk in there.
Chunk of what?
I don't know. A loogie. The whole time period of getting married and doing our honeymoon / vacation / weekend / getaway in our same town. I got fired. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, you did get fired.
2 guesses. It was a whole misunderstanding. It was basically they said I was doing something and I wasn't doing it. And then they wrote up some whole report about things I've done in the past, and I was like, I ain't do that. I'm not about to sign that.
But the thing was, they never told her what she was doing wrong.
Exactly, and me being the person I am, I like sleep at night when the sun is down, and the job was from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next in the morning day. Mm-hmm. So I thought I was like doing a feat, staying awake 12 whole hours during the night and standing up every hour and going to check the perimeter, going to check the inside, writing things down, and I never once fell asleep. And I was a security officer, and they were like, look, they said you was messing with the cameras, we're gonna investigate it and get back to you.
But the thing was, the dirty thing was, they knew the Sunday before.
Like when I had it was my last day of work for 3 days, and I had 4 off days.
Over to Sunday morning.
Yeah, so Sunday morning is my last day of work until like Thursday.
But the thing was, they knew that last Sunday that she last worked. But the thing was, they told her Thursday whenever
Like,
she had to go back.
2 hours.
2 or 3 hours ahead of time she had to go into work. So I was like, that's low down and dirty, and I was like, okay, whatever, it is what it is.
You a bitch, brother A. You a bitch.
It is what it is.
You know who I'm talking to.
I mean, I feel like
Maybe
you're a
not
lot
y'all.
more happier not working there rather than whenever you were working there.
I mean,
the
honestly,
money's good.
the money's good.
It's not worth
the money
stress.
is good. The money is bomb. Whenever I get paid, all the hours I worked. Whenever I get paid
on time.
On time.
So never got paid on time.
I probably got paid on time one time, and that was when I worked the least amount of hours.
And then you was missing a day.
A whole 12-hour
shift. For a whole month. You was missing a day on 2 checks.
And the only time they gave me that money was on my second to last check. Like, I know what y'all doing. Here's Candy. I know what y'all doing.
But it is what it is.
I mean, I'm happy now. I'm working on my goal, losing 5 inches, whatever.
It is what it is.
Don't mention me eating this potatoes, eggs, and cheese and ham. I mean turkey.
It's turkey and cheese. Okay. And then I went back to work. Obviously, we went back to school, all this stuff. And in that, like, we went back to my school. What was it, last Tuesday?
It was a couple Tuesdays ago.
A few Tuesdays ago. And no, it was last Tuesday.
And we need to tell what happened before that.
A few moments later.
I don't know why you staring at me like I'm gonna know what you're talking about.
Good job.
Oh. Well, I lost my ring. And then I went back to work. And then I lost my job. One of my jobs. And they were like, pretty much, yeah, the property manager was like, yeah, you're done arguing with her or whatever. I was like, I wasn't arguing with her. I was just asking questions.
Which is basically like the person who sits there, like a leasing agent, technically.
Yeah, pretty much. She just leases out the office buildings or whatever. I was working security too. So I worked at an office building, and in the lobby they have like 3 little stair looking type bricks. And I was sitting on the middle brick, and I was like writing down video and ideas for our channel. And I guess I was thinking or something. I was leaning over on the top area because I was sitting in the middle, and I was thinking, and she was like, well, you're just lounging, all this other stuff. And I was like, I wasn't lounging, but okay, whatever.
Bitch.
In my head, y'all, in my head. So I went up there, I got the text message, and I was just like,
this is my pocket. This
is my pocket. But I was like, yo, I wasn't really lounging, but like, what was I doing that made you think that I was lounging? And she could not tell me. Like, she could not tell me at all. And I was just like, well, I was just asking questions like, what do I need to improve to make sure that I'm looking professional or whatever, so I can pretty much keep my job on a DL until I get out of school, which is only 3 more months. And she didn't want to tell me or whatever. And then the property manager was in the other room in the office, and she was like, well, she came out and she was like, well, you're done arguing with her, all this other stuff. I was like, I'm not even arguing. I was just asking questions, just trying to understand what she was saying, so I can make sure I'm what's not condoned, what isn't accepted. And I was just like, okay, well, it is what it is. She was like, give me your keys, you can go home today. I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
You a trick.
I mean, it's not like you making or breaking me. Like, really, it's not.
At the end of the day, we know God got us.
Right, it is what it is. Like honestly,
everything we're going through is our trials. Like, we haven't been through too much in our relationship, and right now, after us getting married, it just seemed like everything was happening before, and then back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And these are things we have to get through before we can reach the point where we know we're gonna be. You know?
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, it is what it is. I lost my job. She lost her job, and we're still like looking for work, but at least we know that we have a career ahead of us rather than a job. It's not just quick money.
And to all you people out there who just want your family members to have a job, support them in what they actually want to do as a career.
Yeah, because a job is not a career.
It's temporary.
It's, like whenever you think, oh damn, I gotta work this morning, then like I just don't care about this job. Like, they can fire me today. That's the mentality I was at. And they could fire me today. And I was like, okay, well, whatever they did. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. But I mean, there's still opportunities coming our way that
we don't know.
That we don't know, or we see and be like, damn, that's God right there.
And people think, oh, well, God never talks to me. God never does this. God never does that. But you gotta listen, because it's not always gonna be loud. It's gonna be a whisper.
Yeah,
it's
you gotta
always
be willing.
It's always a whisper. You gotta be open-hearted. You gotta be willing.
Ready to listen.
Ready to listen.
That's the key. You gotta be ready to listen.
Exactly.
You gotta be willing for that information, so you see it as what it's worth, rather than you're like, oh, it's just a dream.
I just want to say to everybody who is watching this video right now, everybody who is so compelled to comment something negative, don't. We don't need it. We don't want it. We believe in what we believe. We've studied what we've studied. I know my religion in depth, and I can battle you all day long with just scripture. So please don't. Please don't. Okay? And that's all I gotta say. Go on.
There's multiple blessings in our life, honestly. Like, after I got fired, I found my ring, because I was like thinking about that a lot, because I was like, damn, I'm the first one who lost their ring. Like, for real. I didn't think that was cool, but I mean, it is what it is. I found my ring that same day that I got fired, and I was like, okay, well,
there's always sunshine after darkness.
Yeah,
after rain.
It is. And then that Tuesday, that's what we were getting to before. That following Tuesday, we went up to my school. We were handling business, whatever, and we were like, okay, what do I need to pay? Because I was going in there to pay the rest of my dues up, for July, and they were like, you don't owe anything. I was like, what?
Can I get that in writing?
For real, like, you don't owe anything. And I was like, okay, you sure? Like, check the papers, whatever. We had them checking back 3-4 times.
Yeah, and I even, like, I didn't want to say it out loud to make them seem like liars, but I put a little note in the phone. I was like, get it in writing.
Yeah, she texted me, and she was like, not texted me, but she, like, put the note in and told me, get it in writing. But, I mean, it's on documentation of my school. But they were like, yeah, you don't owe anything. And it was like, they were like saying because we just got married, and like we put that on our FAFSA and everything. Well, my FAFSA. And I mean, I was just like, that's a blessing in disguise, because I was going in willing mine to pay $355. And they were like, you don't have to pay anything. Matter of fact, you don't have to pay anything for the July or even the rest of the school year that you go to school until you graduate. You don't have to pay anything else out of pocket. And I was like, okay then. Okay then.
Straight up, now tell me, do you really want to love me forever?
Shut up, nigga.
Or is it just a hit and run? Was that a kiss or a chest knock?
Both. But I mean, like, there's always blessings in our life, and I just want to make sure that you guys know where we're coming from as being real people. Like, we go through struggles, we go through hard times, and I don't want to create this fantasy saying that we have everything. We are normal people. We go through daily life, and I don't want to create this illusion that all these other people are creating.
At the end of the day, no matter what religion you believe in, whatever you pray for, you have to work for. God is not just going to give you money. Like, you can pray, oh God, please let me get some money, please let me get some money. But you need to go and put in applications. And when you put in applications, God's going to bless you with a job. And you know what you do when you have a job? You work hours. When you work hours, you get what? A paycheck. And that's how He blesses you with money. You have to put work in to receive the blessings. You know? Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Just hit the notification bell so you know whenever we post. Because like she said, we only post like once a week, and we're trying, since we hit our month anniversary, we're trying to do twice a week.
And we love you guys, and we appreciate your support.
We really do. We love every one of y'all who watch our videos every single time we post, every single week. You mean so much to us.
We want to talk to you guys and make sure that you understand where we're coming from. We love to joke around, have fun, be just funny, but we are real. We're real people, straight up. So
straight up, now tell me, do you really want to
love me forever? Okay, we'll see you guys later on our next video.
Peace out.
Later.